With the household routine explained and baby Janice settled, the Rasmussen family departed for the homecoming game, leaving Evelyn to care for their youngest. At Evelyn's home, the clock ticked past 8:30 p.m., the time she was supposed to check in. Concern turned to unease as Richard Hartley tried calling the Rasmussen house several times but received no answer. Deciding he couldn't wait any longer, he grabbed his keys and drove over to check on his daughter himself. When Richard arrived, the Rasmussen home appeared calm from the outside. The lights were on, the radio hummed faintly inside, but no one answered his knocks on the front or back doors. The doorbell went unanswered too. Growing more anxious, Richard tested each door, but they were all locked. Peering through a window, his heart sank. On the living room floor, he spotted Evelyn's glasses lying next to one of her shoes, an unsettling sight. Determined to find out what was going on, Richard walked around the house, searching for another way in. At the back of the home, he discovered an open basement window. The screen had been removed and set against the wall outside, and inside, a small step stool rested just below the window. Without hesitation, Richard climbed through. Inside, his worry increased tenfold. He searched the house room by room, but there was no sign of his daughter. In the nursery, however, he found little Janice safe and sound, still asleep in her crib, unaware of the growing panic that was slowly filling the home. Feeling increasingly on edge, Richard returned to the living room, desperate to gather his thoughts. But the more he looked around, the clearer it became that something was terribly wrong. The furniture was in disarray, Evelyn's school books were scattered across the floor, and her glasses, which he'd spotted earlier, weren't just lying there. They were broken. Then, Richard made a chilling discovery. Blood. Small stains, but enough to now fear for his daughter's safety. As Richard circled the home, visibly distressed, a neighbor noticed him and came over to investigate. After hearing what had happened, the neighbor immediately ran back to their house to alert the police before joining in the search for Evelyn. By the time the Rasmussen family returned from the homecoming game, their house was surrounded by police cars,